Hello, dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. As always, guys, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all that information can be found down below in the description. So we have Cancer, Leo, Cusp. Guys, remember these are general readings, so only take whatever applies and please leave the rest. We have a bruised, it's called Bruised Heart, or that's the title anyway, Bruised Heart. Someone's heart or someone's ego or someone is hurt in some type of way. Now, you are the cause for that hurt. I'm gonna be honest. There is a sense where you're saying something, and whatever it is that you are saying to this individual has hurt their feelings, or has hurt their ego. There's some type of truth or something that you're speaking out on. There seems to be this this kind of like uncomfortableness being around you, not just this person but other people that maybe you guys interact with. So if this is like, let's say if you're out with a group of friends or whatever it is, or with a family, with like a group of family members or whatever, and something comes up and you put somebody in their place, it's like kind of like everybody else is kind of like uncomfortable, because they don't want to be next. They don't want to be the next person to be put in their place. So it's kind of like that energy, whether this is at work or whatever it is. There's almost kind of like this space of maybe because this is something that you normally don't do, you tend to let a lot of things slide over, but there is a sense like you've had enough from one specific person, so you're letting it all out, and it's the way that it's coming out. It's like and it's not about lying. That's the thing that I want you to understand. It's like you're saying the truth, but the way that you're delivering it, or who you are delivering it in front of, it really gets to this person and really gets everybody else around you kind of thinking like, oh shoot, I can't mess with them, or my next, a type of thing. So just kind of be aware of that. There seems to be this side of you that maybe a certain environment or there's certain people have never seen, and they're seeing it for the first time, and it's very scary to them, or it's very kind of it's almost kind of like they never thought that you could get to that point, that you can get that angry, or that you would just say certain things. You know, like sometimes you see somebody and you see their physical appearance or whatever, and they talk like very, very low, and they're very like composed and this and this and that. It's like if you were ever to get into an argument with them, they can destroy you with their word, just kind of like that. Or somebody that you may find very I'm gonna put it this way. One of my kids, my second oldest, was getting picked on school for a while, and he's tall for his age, but he's very skinny, not because he doesn't eat, he's just naturally skinny, and this kid kept on picking on him, and I guess because my son has never really fought in school, it was a new school and all of this stuff, but it got to the point that there was the kid had pushed him, and he pushed him back, and then the kid came to swing, and we have this rule: you allow the other person to hit first, or to swing first, even if they don't land, and then you go all in. I know a lot of you gonna be judging like, oh, that's such, nah, sometimes kids don't learn that they're not to put their hands on somebody else, and sometimes you have to learn that the hard way. And it ended up like he didn't stop till this kid was on the floor, like like in a fetus position. And it's not about anything other than like, you have to be very careful who you mess with when you see somebody. Just because they seem a certain way doesn't mean that they won't whoop your ass, is basically what I'm saying. And that's kind of like the way that people are looking at you, where people don't think that you have it in you, or like that you're going to stay quiet. So like, let's say maybe you go out with a group of co-workers or stuff like that, and they see the way that you behave at work, and you're very composed, and you're very this, and you're very that, and then they get out and they try to be a certain way or try to say a certain things, and it's like you stop them right on their track, and they're like, oh shoot, I've never seen this side of you. And that's kind of like the energy that is surrounding you. So you're showing a person or a group of people a side of you that they have never seen, and they are literally like intimidated or scared by it. So just kind of keep that in mind, especially like if they're seeing it for the first time. There may be people that may, in the continuous day after this happens, hold back or shy away from being around you, or kind of feel like they need to tiptoe around you. And in reality, it's not about tiptoeing. Whoever it is that you're putting in their place is justified and well deserved. So let's see what we have for tarot. So we have the 8 of Cups in the reverse, the 8 of Swords in the reverse, with the 5 of Cups in the reverse. So again, whoever this person is that you're putting in their place, or you're telling some type of truth to, is something that has been going on for a while. This is kind of like somebody that has been bullying you in one way or another, or somebody that has been trying to manipulate you, or has been trying to put you down in any way. And it's like you're finally had enough of it, and you're not tolerating or putting up with it anymore. And they're gonna have a shock. They're gonna be very shocked when you do finally stand out for yourself towards this person. And now for those of you, like, you know, some of you, this is for some of you, this is going to be a little bit more difficult, because this can be like a parent or an authority figure in your personal life that you've had enough of, the way that they've been trying to control and manipulate your life. So you're finally putting a stop to that. So let's go ahead and let's pull out a love energy card. We are using the Dark Mirror deck. So these are a little darker cards, just so that you are aware. Alright, so we have, and I say a darker deck, and then you get like one of the brightest cards in the deck. And number 8, the child I was meant to be. So again, there is a sense here that a lot of you have held back, and a lot of you have not stood up for yourself, right? Maybe because this wasn't allowed when you were a kid. Maybe you weren't allowed to express yourself or to be yourself, or whatever it may have been. And now as an adult, or as a young adult, whatever it is, you have learned, or you have finally found your voice, and you're using it. You're using it to stand out for yourself, and you're using it to set boundaries, but you're also using it to put people in their place. And when you put certain people in their place, that they don't like it. So just kind of be aware that this. And I don't say this to stop you from putting somebody in their place, because I'll be the first person that would tell you, like, you gonna handle that? Because you have to realize that when you put people in their place, especially if you're doing it publicly, they're going to have something to say, maybe not right to your face, but there's going to be some gossip going around. So this is a situation that is going to, that residual energy of what occurs this week is going to linger on maybe a couple of months. So just be aware of that. And I'm pretty sure that you will handle the situation correctly, but do not allow that to stop you from handling the situation. So let's pull out a closing message. Give me one card, Spirit. One card for the closing message. Your commitment is being tested, the first quarter moon. So for a lot of you, again, I said this energy or this space of you standing up for yourself, you speaking up, you using your voice, whether you have recently found it or whatever it is. And when I talk about your voice, I'm talking about your truth, about who you are, right? The child you were meant to be, right? Who you truly are at your core. You're being tested in the sense like, okay, are you going to be yourself just with certain people? Or are you going to be yourself all the time? Are you going to show up as yourself every single time, or just when it's convenient? And that's kind of like the sense or the topic of it. Excuse me, you have to be able to be yourself every single moment of your life, regardless of who you are around, regardless of who is watching, regardless of who is sitting next to you or behind you or in front of you or above you or below you. You have to be able to be comfortable with being yourself, no matter the situation, no matter your surrounding, and no matter who is around. Well, guys, that is all that I have. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing. Guys, take care. Love you all. Bye bye.